So now we're back to, right, I've got another 20 minutes now. So now we're back to part 2. So like I say, now you can see I've done that bit there now. Now I've also got on this model, we have these. Now, these little things here, all the windows, the doors, the walls that go around the various structures. You can't see that, can you? Now I've got to get used. I'm used to doing this on a tablet. I can't do it. Right, let me just get that back out there. Right, now these, on the actual model themselves, what they have is a wall. You see, it won't focus in. So these have a wall. You can't actually see it, it's impossible to see. But on each of the walls of the structures going around along the deck, there's a very fine, well, I've taken them all off, there's a very fine line, it's a moulding. I suppose it represents something like a handrail. And you've got to paint them brown. Very, very, very fine brown. So what I had, and I got hold of, was some 0.01 millimeter diameter square rod. So this, you can't really see it very well, but that will go along the structures way better than trying to paint them brown on top. So we've now got that bit done. Let's see if I can move this model around. See if I can get to the back of it. Now, this is where I've got to be careful now. Now then, let's see what I can do. Right, I need to move this out of the way. So I need, actually, I don't need them for a minute. What I need now is, I've just done 4, 5 and 6. So I need 25, 26 and 27. Now these will go 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 10, 11, 12. I didn't take them out, did I? No, I didn't. That's a good idea, try and stab yourself. 25, 26 and 27. Oh, 28, 25, 26, 19. Well, could be here somewhere. 25, 26 and 27. Right, now these ones go, let me get them pulled apart first. 25, 26, 27. Now these go down here. Now, let's see if I can do it without spilling water everywhere, which I did the other day, by the way. You see, 15 minutes already. So now, let me see if I can zoom in on the back of that. I'll zoom in. Actually zoom in where I want it to, of course. Right, that's where you want it to zoom into. Right, now, so 25, 26 and 27, let me just double check that. 25, 26 and 27. So they go there. Right, now And then eventually, of course, once they're all finished, they'll have some microsol put on, which is what will make them look better. Let me see if I've got my objects around. Nope, because I've lost my thing. Let me get another one of them. Now then. Now as you can see, I've managed to get, once again, all these all glazed. I should actually be putting all the clear bits across there that represent the, I don't know what they are, the balcony, whatever they are. But I'm doing all the superstructures first. I've got them all painted behind me. But it's, let me see if I can switch. I can't swing round enough. Now then, you see, so there's all the bits for going up on the deck eventually. So they will eventually. No, I've knackered it on that. Oh, it's got itself in place. Right. So it's almost in place. There's probably some way of doing this. There must be a way of. I'll have to mess about with all the settings. There's probably a different setting that keeps it zoomed in. Right, now, so that's 25. Let's put 26 in place, ready to get going. So I'll put it upside down, nitwit. Now then, forgive my head. I just realised what you're looking at. Oh, and now we're stuck on there. So 25 goes just here. Right. And once again, this has to line up with the windows. 3 little windows in there, look. And this is, like I say, this is where you've got to be really careful that you don't actually put the cocktail stick through the window, because that would be easy to do. So once that lines up, now you see, now this is what gets me with these things. It's lined up on them two, but not on that one. See what I mean? And they've lined up perfectly. That one has got a bit of a bit sticking up on it. That'll do. I'm not going to be able to take all that apart now. I think it's a bit of the glaze has come through the window. But that'll do. Oh, that's not too bad. Once the microsol goes on it, and it gets it all done properly. Right, that's not too bad. What am I doing now? Let's put the last one in. It's got windows as well. Oh, it's different than the other side. Now the other side, the same area. Oh yeah, it's different. The other side, you probably won't be able to see this. You won't be able to see it. If I swing it round later, you'll be able to see it. But the other side doesn't have windows down by above the cunard. Now I've messed up now because I don't know which one I'm doing. Right, now, let's see about getting this done. So that one's not gone in too bad. Now, can you see? I'm not in the way, am I? Trying not to get in the way. Oh. Now that one went in there. I really should do something about that, shouldn't I? I'm not really bothered though, because you're not going to see that. That's the main thing though, you're not going to see it. So that's that bit done. Now where have I put my brush? A bit more microset. Now the microset I've got over a shelf over here. One tip I'll give you is don't put a microset on the sides. I've knocked it over 3 times now. Any exactly cheap stuff. So I've got 9 minutes left on this video. And if I'm lucky I might be able to get this bit done. And then I'll be ready to do whatever. Now then, let's have a look how that's done. I moved that in the way. Look at that. Bloody typical, isn't it? Once again, you know, I know what, let's wind him up with this bit. Let's make him get it out of line. Isn't it good how it'll move to where you don't want it to go, but won't move where you want it to go. Right, now, let's just get all this excess water off. A little bit of white paint needed there, although I'm not really particularly bothered about that, because this area here, you won't actually see this once it's displayed. But like I say, this idea, with a flat bottom boat like this, I've always worked. I've never put the propellers on this early. I've always worked on the bottom of the boat, being flat on the bench. Right, what did I just do? Let me move that out of the way. Now then, so there you go. Right, there's another bit done. So that's that bit done. Let me zoom that out now. And zip it back in again. Right now. Now that looks, now I'll be lifting that up more if I'm not careful, won't I? Let me just pull that out of the way. Now then, I can move that out of the way. Now you can see that better now. Now then, now what was I saying? Now you see another good thing about having the boat on this, on the pedestals. It's bolted on there solid. I think you've probably seen that in another video. And because it's bolted on solid, I can move it around and play around with it, and then it works out just fine. I must get a better camera, I really must. Right, let me just say hello to everybody, because it's still got 6 minutes left. Now then, now this lens is I have got a smaller lens which would go on it, which wouldn't actually zoom in and out though, which is probably not a bad idea. But the beauty of this lens is I can zoom in and out, but I must do the lighting, you see. The lighting is not, unfortunately I've not got proper lighting, I've only got these desktop lights, so I'll have to get some better lights. See if I switch them off, that's what the lighting's like in the room without them on. And now I've switched them off. You can't see anything at all now. So by putting them on, at least I've got a bit of light. It's that's not too bad. Now hopefully that's come out pretty good. Let me put the camera right the way around, and then I can see. Okay, I can see into the screen now. I can't see past the camera tripod, but I can see into the screen, and I'm not looking at the side like I was. Now then, so now, you know, I can zoom in and out, I can go in and out with the camera, and I'm hoping this is going to produce once I get used to it, once I get used to what I'm doing, I get used to using a proper camera. Because the Nikon, it's not bad, it's not a bad camera, it's a good camera. But like I say, I was looking at some YouTube stuff on some of the cameras that are advised on YouTube are like £2,000 in that area. That's out of my range. Now this is weird because I put a brand new battery in this camera when I started them 2 20-minute videos, and it's down to literally nothing. just shows you when you're videoing, doesn't it? You use the battery goes so fast. Wouldn't believe that. Well, I would, but pathetic. I'll have to look into getting, like I say, I'll sort of see if I can get a better camera. They're just so damn expensive. I can't find one on Amazon at the moment. I usually buy stuff on a 5-monthly payment scheme, and that works out brilliant. If I can get a better camera, I can get, you know, you can zoom in and out better, and you can set the outrage. This thing you can't really set anything. There's nothing to set on it. I mean, it's got loads and loads of settings, don't get me wrong. The manual that I just did online to check a lot of it is a stupid amount of pages, 400 or 500 pages. So it can produce some good video, take some cracking photos, but you know, 15-20 years old, it is out of date. And I just had a look on the site. There's no firmware update for it, so I can't do anything that way. So it's a case of just sort of persevering with this camera now and seeing if I can get it working better than the tablet. I think this is going to work out better than the tablet, especially if that microphone is picking up better. If that microphone is picking up everything better, you'll actually be able to hear what I'm saying better. Because the one thing that if you've seen any of my other videos is that the microphone in the tablet doesn't really pick up all that well. It's not terrible, but it doesn't pick up absolutely brilliantly. So it's, you know, I apologise for these two little videos which are a bit sort of iffy, because I'm getting used to using a camera and setting it all up and getting it all set up right. I need to play about with the settings. There's probably something I can do that will stop that thing focusing on one single part. It's on the photo. I've got it set for 39 areas, so you can see all the different areas there. So it's focused there, and everywhere, instead of in just one single part. I reckon there's something somewhere, there's a setting. Maybe it's not just, this has just got a single thing in front of me. I can see where it's a red square at the moment because it's not in focus. But I can't get it in, if I try and get it in focus from where I am now, of course, you won't be able to. Well, I'm not going to. You won't be able to get it into focus because I've got to reach forward to get it in focus. And then I'll be out of focus, the background will come in focus and I'll be out of focus. And the model's looking quite good now. I'll put some microsol on that now, which is what will burn them transfers into the decals into that deck. So that's looking a lot nicer. But the nice thing is, if I can get used to using a camera like that, just getting the lighting, I must look at lighting. And there's got to be some form of lighting that I can buy. A diffuse light or something. Because my light up here, even though that's a 100-watt bulb up there, but as you saw when I turned them lights off, it didn't do anything. There's no, I'll turn that off again just to prove a point. You see, without that, that's what it's like without the light on. And you can see now the camera's going in and out. I don't think I can make it any brighter. Let's see if I can do it any brighter here. Let's put the light on outside in the hallway. Maybe bringing a bit more light into the room. But at the end of the day, it needs the light there. So I've only got 10 seconds left now. So thank you for persevering with me, everyone. Hopefully over time I'll get better and better and better, and these videos will begin to look a lot better.